Joshua 24:12. A. V'eshlach lipnechem et chatzirah. And I sent before you the hornet, or the terror. We'll focus on V'eshlach. And here we see it's from Shin, Lamek, Chet. So it's a Lamed guttural, meaning the last root letter is a Chet, and that's why we have this patak to run into a final guttural. Now in this case we're looking at a Kal Vav consecutive imperfect 1CS. And we can see that this continues the theme of Joshua's voicing the Lord, who is saying, I sent before you. That is, as though the congregation itself shares identity with their ancestors who did the original conquest, the hornet. And this is a difficult word, either means the hornet or the terror, but not used too often, so we're not quite sure what it means. We'll briefly compare the use of Joshua 24:12, its play off of the threefold promise of God's mission in Exodus 23. Here in third person, my messenger or my delegate, he will go before you. Then notice how the Lord follows this up. I am sending before you my terror, and I will send before you the hornet. So it is this parallel between the hornet and my terror, which kind of gives that possible sense here. In any case, we can see that I am sending before you. Interesting, it's plural as opposed to the singulars in each of the Exodus 23 cases. But we also have then the use of this hornet from this last case in Exodus 23:28. So in this way, Joshua 24, when it recounts the conquest, it looks back using the traditional language of God's promise for his mission of conquest, and then it uses this to explain that this is why they took the land of promise.